here, and I hope this is already connected. So, hi everybody. This is Carsten Rojas, and you're watching or listening to our LinkedIn Live. Lean 42 is live. We at Lean 42, we are CIO advisors in Europe and North America, and we are hosting a Lean Leader Summit in July in Munich, an in-person conference with more than 100 CIO, digital leaders, enterprise architects. And one of our speakers is Selmin. I'm very excited to have Selmin with me here today. She's the head of EA corporate at E.ON, a huge multinational European digital company, energy company. And welcome, Selmin. Let us and the audience kind of like know a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, thanks, Carsten. First of all, thanks for this session and thanks for the invite for the conference in July. Yeah, I'm working for E.ON Digital Technologies more than a year, and I'm responsible for corporate domain in enterprise architecture team. Yeah, and I'm glad to talk about in LeanX Summit about our enterprise architecture journey in E.ON. Yeah. So I will talk about how enterprise architecture supports the sustainability in IT, yeah, in this agile environment that we are in now.
Excellent. Thank you so much. I know E.ON is big in sustainability over the last couple of years, and they kind of like made a lot of decisions from a business perspective as well to change their business model. The whole kind of like merger with Innogy was kind of like going down that path. So great to see also how IT needs to feed into that sustainability effort. So, can you tell us a little bit about what E.ON does for, or what are kind of like maybe start with that. What are kind of like aspects and dimensions that you kind of like have in the sustainability sector, and how kind of like IT needs to support that?
Yeah, that's a great question, Carsten. First of all, as E.ON, sustainability is one of our strategic topics that we are contributing because we are in energy business, and it's really a high important topic, and our business teams and the whole company is working on that. I just want to present the interesting side of this topic, that even in IT we need to take care about sustainability, how we can contribute to this journey within this digital transformation. Aside from this sustainability topic itself, it's a topic in corporate domain that I'm also responsible for as enterprise architect, and we are also supporting the digital solutions for our business to measure and manage this decarbonization, this clean energy journey. But what about IT itself? So it is, I think, a little bit interesting to change the topic a little bit and putting the IT really on the target. And we need to ensure that we don't waste our resources. It can be the software resources, the cloud resources we consume, and we need to be careful in such a huge business and changing and dynamic business that we didn't consume any kind of resources, and we need to ensure that our systems are always up and running and support business very well, because they already have a really great mission to support the sustainability within energy sector. And there are many things behind. As IT guys, we can support this aim, the whole business, and what we need to think differently in IT, that we also ourselves can support this sustainability goal of the company. So that's what I will try to explain in my presentation.
Excellent. This is also a live session, so if you're watching this live on LinkedIn, or you might watch it as a recording, but the ones that watch this live, feel free to ask a question or comment. We will try our best to incorporate into this here as well. And just to also for everybody to know, this is like a pre-talk for the upcoming Lean Leader Summit, which is July 3rd and 4th in Munich. The main conference will be on July 4th. And we do have some networking and some fun stuff on July 3rd as well. And if you're interested, we will also post it in the comments, sign up at Lean Leader Summit. And it's a great way to get to know more about Selmin and sustainability in IT. So while we wait for potentially other questions here, what how do you see kind of like the sustainability coming in when it comes to corporate reporting, where you kind of like have a lot of goals, and is IT already ready to support also corporate reporting in the IT sustainability space?
Yeah, I want to answer this question in two dimensions. First of all, as I had many experiences in the past in many different sectors as a consultant, as a IT head, generally people understand when it comes to reporting of sustainability under corporate, they more think it as a subtopic under finance. But it is not like that, especially nowadays when the awareness about sustainability increases in all companies, also for E.ON. We take it very serious that we support these reports not as an addition to regular legal reporting to the shareholders and the community, but deep inside it needs to include solid numbers that we measure within our companies. What is our carbon footprint, how we can decrease it, how we can contribute that we are also sustainable as a company, as a group. We are a huge group. So more and more supporting applications are required for this strategic topic. And we are supporting as enterprise architects what we can propose to the business to support their needs. And I'm happy that the awareness and the maturity level in our group is really high, and we try to collaborate together with the business and to go beyond that. It is not something that, as all large groups are putting in place some corporate reports just for some as a supporting material to the financial reports, but as a major topic that has deep knowledge behind, and of course not knowledge, but processes that supports this and that measures and try to improve, because you cannot improve that you cannot measure. That's for sure.
True. Yeah, the very old but still golden rule of like measuring to improve. The and I think like looking back at like E.ON, I supported you guys in a bunch of areas as well. Like with you in corporate, I think you're kind of like also in a perfect position to do that and drive that. How much do you think, or E.ON is kind of like a very international organizations with very various kind of like countries across Europe where you kind of like have energy business. So do you see differences between those countries and how they kind of like drive sustainability, or is it kind of like the same across? What's kind of like your take on the group structure of E.ON and some specialties there?
Yeah, as you mentioned, as enterprise architects, we are lucky, to be honest, because by definition, our role is, I think, supporting the IT sustainability, first of all. What we are doing is aiming harmonization, not to waste resources, optimize the data and everything, that we can not consume the resources in an inefficient way. And we all know that even we are on already our cloud journey, we are using some cloud vendors, that we also need to take care about that we are not wasting more than required, so to say. That's the first dimension. Coming back to our business, of course, as you mentioned, we have many companies all around Europe, and there are different business lines like e-mobility, energy infrastructure, and depending on the country we're operating, one or more of these business lines are valid or not. But the good thing is, from top to bottom, the strategic topic, sustainability as a strategic topic, it is communicated very well all around the group, and most of the initiatives are centrally in corporate that I'm also supporting as an enterprise architect. So there is not huge differences in terms of, let's say, awareness or importance to topic. But of course, depending on the business line that we are operating in that specific company, what we can contribute may changes. But we are happy that there are people, and there are people from business that cares about from the very high strategic level for this topic. And we are centrally, especially for corporate, we are centrally proposing solutions and applications for that. So we can see the big picture, and there is not a difference in terms of maturity level between different countries and companies. Yeah.
Nice, interesting. I'm actually really looking forward to your presentation, and I'm very excited about also having sustainability as a topic, and for us in IT to also think about kind of like green IT and how do we measure things and how do we do our part, but also how do we help the organization as a whole to use IT to measure their areas and potentially improve in their areas as well. And we did had last year, the year before, I already forgot, already a talk about sustainability from Leslie. She's a professional service lead at Mega, and it was like the room was crowded for that one as well. So I think it really is something that hits the mark and interests people, and a lot of organizations also need to do something here. So it's not something where we can like look back and say like, oh yeah, this is what I've done 20 years ago and just do it. But it's kind of like something new to do. And how much do you feel sustainability being something new and therefore exciting, and how much do you feel, oh, it's maybe not new, but we use other concepts that we had before?
Sustainability as a concept, as a general concept, when we look at business point of view, is not a new topic, but sustainability in IT is pretty new. So I will talk about our transformation as E.ON Digital Technologies. We are in moving to a more DevOps organization, how we can ensure that our processes are also supporting sustainability, like reusing the codes that we build in and things like that. So it is more in IT direction that I will present, which is a pretty new topic for most of the colleagues and the sector, I assume. And this may be the more interesting part. So as E.ON, as I mentioned, for business side, we already did a great achievement in journey and contributing with clean energy and efficient energy consumption to the community. But how we take it serious in IT is a different dimension that we are maturing right now, more mature, becoming more and more mature. So I all want to talk about a little bit more on this part, which may be pretty new for the audience. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much. We're coming also to an end here. We haven't had any questions yet, but
just see one question, Karsten. Maybe what are the biggest challenges and weaknesses in E.ON EL processes? Maybe I can very shortly answer that one. Biggest challenge, of course, as long as the organizations is distributed among different geographical locations and huge, it is always harder to harmonize all these applications, processes in our discipline. So that's the challenge we have. But I assume we can overcome it with very good collaboration with very good governance processes and a great team that I am also in with my colleagues. The weakness, maybe not weakness, but there is improvement that we have is to even be ahead of business, more contribute to strategical part of journey of E.ON. We can be better on that dimension and not just responsible for harmonizing the processes and the applications, but also even be a trusted advisor for new strategical initiatives together with the business, of course. Yeah, I can answer this like
Super.
that.
Thank you
Yes.
for jumping in here. If you missed the beginning, you can also see that for either on LinkedIn or somewhere else, like recordings of like previous sessions or some more speakers of our conference and some other presentations are available at the Lean 42 Academy. So you can like sign up for free there. The other thing that I wanted to just quickly highlight as well, we both would love to see you in July in Munich. So sign up and get to know more, and then you can also use coffee breaks, the networking, the lunch breaks to ask Selman and one of the other 20 plus speakers that are coming. So it's a crowded day with lots of topics and lots of learning. And we would love to see you there. So thank you so much, Selman, for joining me today here on LinkedIn. And if there are more questions, put them into the comments. I'm sure Selman, myself, will also like check and see and ask or answer whatever we can afterwards as well.
Exactly. Thank you, Karsten, for inviting me to this session today. And hope to see you, everyone, in Munich at 4th of July, also in my presentation. Yeah. See you.
Awesome. Thank you so much.